Welcome back to the eSports Report. We're taking a look back at some of the biggest matches from this past weekend's MLG X Games Invitational. I'm Chris Puckett, and here we go now to semifinal number 2. This matchup will determine who faces off against Team Caliber and the gold medal match, and who will play Envy for bronze. Now, on Saturday, everyone thought when Optic Gaming and Envy matched up that both teams would want to throw the match so they wouldn't have to play EG. Optic, though, with confidence, was able to take out Envy in a very strong showing, and that meant they had to get through EG for a chance of winning X Games Gold. The reigning world champions had a rough Saturday losing to Team Caliber, but Championship Sunday is where EG shines. Let's take a look at some of the highlights, starting with game number 1.
We've got a really big game coming up here against Optic. Now, you saw what happened yesterday with Envy, so how was that performance and you guys getting a little nervous?
Optic's looking really strong. They came out way hotter than Envy on that first Octane, really outslayed them, to be honest. So hopefully coming out on these first domination maps, we can really push the issue and show why we're the better slaying team. But they look very strong. We had a little bit of a weakness against CK. We got outslayed for the first time in quite a while, so we need to come out strong.
Now, how's that been for you guys? Because you're so used to being on top to have to fight your way back. Has this been a little bit different for you guys?
The game has changed a little bit, in my opinion. A lot of people are using the Vector compared to the MTAR because of the nerf that happened recently. So the game slowed down a little bit. We had to adjust a little bit. And leading into this match, we kind of figured it out a little bit more, and I think we're ready.
Who do you think has been really pulling out all the stops here on your team?
I've been playing really well, to be honest. Not to be cocky, I've been putting up a lot more Slayer stats than I'm used to. I think that's, once again, I'm using the Vector like everyone else is, so doing really well with it, but we're all playing really well, and I'm excited to just match.
All right, well, any last words here for your opponents?
Good luck to them, and you're lucky that Aches isn't doing this interview.
Oh, that is very true. You guys like to talk a lot of game on Twitter, I'll say that.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, thank you so much, and good luck, and back up to you guys at the booth. All right, Nate Chat, we've got a big game coming up here. Now, you guys dominated Envy yesterday, so do you think that same thing is going to happen here with EG?
We played really well against Envy yesterday. We slayed just like we wanted to. We played the video system right into our hands. And I'm going to be looking for my 3 teammates to go off like they have been the whole weekend in respawns. We'll hold it down in S&D, and then we'll just make our way to the championship.
Did you see any holes in EG's gameplay?
They don't have a lot of holes. I mean, if you're winning this many tournaments, you don't have that many flaws in your gameplay, so it's really going to come down to gunfights. Gunfights. I can't preach it enough. Like I said, I have the 3 best Slayers on my team, so I'm pretty confident going into this one.
All right, are you going to keep your controller plugged in today?
Yeah, the controller is going to stay plugged in. I'm ready to go. No mistakes this time, and we'll see what happens.
Any last words for your opponents?
I think Call of Duty is ready for a new champion that will represent the Call of Duty community a little bit better, and I hope that we are the team to do it.
Start pushing up and put some pressure on Optic's home flag, and in fact it's Crim6 now who may start thinking about going for that A neutral. 2 players go down for Optic, they're going to be off spawn, and Crim may actually be able to make some plays here if he's good.
Crim taken out, TP holding down middle, and it looks like his teammate that was Karma back A, unable to go for the neutralization, but with EG capping 2 flags going down the last 40 seconds, they will be able to get this one a bit closer entering the half.
Aches is just absolutely dominating from that top red power position. He managed to pick up a big 2 kills, just keeping Optic pinned in that base, and EG doing a good job of just trying to reduce that deficit, but it will still be Optic Gaming going into that second side with a lead. The only question now, Puckett, is how much of a lead, because they're being forced right to the back of their base. And look at that accuracy there from Aches as he shuts down Proofy. Optic just not able to get out of this, but they do still have that lead though.
Nice Semtex coming in. Aches low on ammo, unable to get the angle on the players at B, gets one. He is taken though, and the last bullet is
That's
a headshot.
ridiculous! Ace to show you why he's so accurate. He was top red, and I think he got around about 5 kills up there. He's on a 7.3, but about 3 or 4 of them were all headshots only. You see 1 bullet headshot from Ace. Just such a dominant player.
7-3 from Aches. He was 10-10 before getting up there. He's going to bring his team within 9 going into the second side. Control here for Optic Gaming once again.
However,
staying on board with Scuffy.
This is going to be tough for Optic to hold though, because they need to dedicate themselves to 1 flag to try and help. I mean, pushing B here would be the best decision, because 2 players from EG have dropped back to A, but they're getting slayed down. Now it's all up to Proofy for Optic Gaming for a couple of seconds off respawn. Aches is putting a lot of pressure on Optic's base once again, but the knife comes in from Scuff. Last 40 seconds, 143 to 140. It's a 3-point game in favor of EG right now. They just need to hold on.
Karma, the 2-time world champion, trying to stay alive here in the middle street. You got 147 to 143 in favor of this EG squad. Karma knows they just got to hold on for the last 20 seconds, and I think EG has done it. Can they keep their home base clear? It looks like we're switching over. That was Aches who cleaned up A once again on Clayster. And our first game in the best of 5 is going to Evil Geniuses.
It was a very, very close game. They're looking at that scoreboard as well. Aches just dropped 29. Karma, the two-time world champ, 27 kills. So the outslaying being done by EG. And you can see how much this means to Aches. We were saying the big rivalry. He just seems to go off every time they play against Optic.
Big kills out of Aches, but really, I think it was Crim6 and Karma's play that really won them that game. Crim, of course, pushing to see the great cover fire from Karma, allowing him to get there. They had fantastic rotations, and they shut down the battles for their home flag.
We were pushing too far. We were pushing too far.
What Clayster was saying, the guys just weren't staying alive for long enough, so I'll take that into account for the next domination, if it goes that far, of course. But up next is going to be some search and destroy action, and going back to that series at COD Champs, this was a map Optic managed to actually pick up.
A very strong finish there by Evil Geniuses, showing why they were the world champions at the Call of Duty Champs. They took home $400,000. Now playing for X Games Gold, they're just 2 games away from advancing to that gold medal matchup. Now, most impressive there, well, I love the animosity between Nadeshot and Eggs, kind of the EG versus Optic rivalry. It's one of my favorites to watch in esports. And I love the pre-match interviews. TP with the class act, Nadeshot with a little sly hit there at EG towards the end. But it was Eggs, Karma, and Crim6, all 3 big slayers stepping up in game number 1. So the pressure was on Optic to answer back, heading in to search and destroy.
I've heard a lot of people say the thermal vector doesn't really have that much recoil to it, but I've never actually seen someone
nice nade,
use
takes out
it,
Nadeshot, no trophy in play, and that is going to really hurt Optic. Bomb going down in the hands of TP, smokes down, and let's see. It looks like we got Scumpy trying to go on a flank. On the other side, it's going to be Proofy. Scumpy called out, finished off. Proofy in a 1-on-4, not going to happen unless he can pull off something miraculous. Spots 2, get shots at both of them, won't be able to finish. Good attempt by Proofy, but it's not enough. Nice positioning, great strategy and execution here by EG at that top bomb site.
From 5-1, kicking things.
The EG spread. And Nadeshot, does he see anything yet? You see shots coming in. Scumpy was just taken out by Karma's Remington. So here's some kills. The silencer as well, so he's not going to show up on the mini-map. 3-on-2. And they're basically pincering in. Nadeshot jumps in, getting tagged up. Karma is going to push in, and Aches is clean. So Karma now, last man standing. He's going to find Proofy up top, and we are done.
Nadeshot played that so well. You can see by the smile on his face. He knows he did well that round. Using that silencer to his advantage, just sneaking around the enemy base and picking up a couple of kills. Proofy as well, playing very well in this search 3.
Optic on the last potential push here on offense. Can they get into B and get this bomb down early? 1 round away from tying up our series at 1-1 in the best of 5. And it looks like Clayster fearlessly charging in, and he is immediately punished by Aches.
Yeah, Aches is going to say thank you very much for that.
Turning on Oracle once again. Here's the positions and a great nade. Not going to finish off Proofy. Now that trophy system goes down, and Proofy actually going to get the kill.
Can he find a second as well, though? He is going to be in the door.
Wow.
Proofy gets 2. There's one more there as well. Proofy needs to be careful because he was very weak. The wallbang's going to come in. Proofy stops shooting. He's going to look for the third. Proofy so close. There's another 3. The bombing. Proofy just went huge. Oh, my God. Proofy. Oh, Lord Puckett.
Look at this
man. Oh, my God. What?
Welcome to Optic Gaming once again, Proofy.
Oh my God, Proofy.
An exclamation mark on destruction here. Sovereign search and destroy. What a performance by Optic Gaming. Crim6 disappointed in his team's performance. So there's a look at our first 2 games. Proofy with a top 5 material play. We'll take a look at games 3, 4, and potentially 5 when we return right here on the ESR.